We're going to stand here in the middle of the mat. So we're going now. Make sure you got your water. Forgot that. Always got to mention it. We're going to stand in the middle of the mat or wherever you are, and just like you're doing if you weight train a Romanian deadlift where you push your hips back, keep your legs straight. We're just going to do that and hold. 1 sec, as I start my timer. Cool. And you're just going to push your hips back. And already for me, that's pulling pretty intensely. So I'm just going to stay here for a bit. Maybe you will as well. We're going to end up in a forward fold. Maybe move your neck around, shoulders. Feel your hamstrings start to lengthen and release. I definitely can. We're 25 seconds into this stretch. Keep your body falling down to the floor. Let your arms hang or interlock them. However you want to hold this forward fold. Okay? And then now just start to round the back. 45 seconds in and just hold this fold. So I have no excuse to get out of bed with a yoga mat already set out in the morning and stand up straight, push my hips back and forward fold like this. My hamstrings getting stretched, real good. 1 minute in, we're going to hold this one for 25 more seconds, so we're going to hit 1 minute and 30 seconds. So we have ample time for our hamstrings to release. I prefer to keep a slight bend in my legs, not to lock them out. I don't know, I just feel like I've got a bit more control over the movement. 3, 2, 1. Stand back up, shake it off. We've done the back of the legs. We're going to do a nice and simple quad stretch. No reason why I can't stand up, practice my balance in the morning, stretch my quads. Okay, so as I said, for maybe the 4th or 5th time, I've lost count. I'm just rambling, I'm just going with the flow. I don't have a plan for this session. We're just going to hold each stretch. I don't know, I'm going to do more quad stretches, so we're just going to hold this one for 20 more seconds and then do the same the other side. So if you're struggling with balance, hold onto a wall or anything, hold onto your ear, maybe that helps. But keep pulling that heel up to the bum. And I'm just going to keep going, there we go, swap, until I've stretched most, if not all major muscle groups in my body. Yeah, and I can feel the release, because this morning I woke up tight, the last 3 weeks I woke up tight, or the last 2. The first week was alright because my muscles don't just tighten up that fast. So I'm just going to keep going until I feel the release, and I've had a bit of fun. I've hit most major muscle groups. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Shake it off again. Calves. A nice, simple, easy one. If you have a wall, you should hopefully have a wall. Because unless you don't and you're outside in a field. Just get your foot against the wall and stretch your calves. I don't know, I'm facing away from the camera, but I guess the closer your heel gets to the wall, the more of a stretch you're going to feel. So just keep holding that. That is, it's not painful, but that is a nice feeling of stretch. Hopefully you're feeling the same thing. Keep holding it. .15 more seconds, and then we're going to swap legs. Okay, so I don't know if you do meetings, if you do phone calls for work. I did it the other day. I had a video call with someone. There we go, swap legs, and my desk stands up, so I could stand up, and the video call was just as if the tripod was set now, and I was just stood there doing the same quad stretch I've just done, while on the call, and it was an hour and 30. I didn't do stretching for the whole hour and 30 at all. I maybe did about a total of 20 minutes. However, after I'd finished that call, I'd stretched my quads a lot. I just stood there I didn't even time it, just until I got bored. Keep holding it. So where I was going with that, if you do phone calls for your business, you could easily stand at your wall and just talk on the phone, and you don't even have to think about holding a position. You just keep your hand there if you can't balance, and let your calf stretch. We're gonna go for 15 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Shake it up again. Just gonna roll the foot. Why not? So go one way, 20 seconds, and then the other. I don't know, I've never done foot rolls before. I've done shoulder rolls, and this is a movement available at my ankle, and I'm getting some clicks, so maybe something's tight there. I'm not sure. Swap legs, 20 seconds each way. I've got so focused in chatting about no routine that swap ways. Forgot which way I went. That I haven't done any breathing or even referenced what we're in 15 minutes into your breathing. That's bad of me. That goes to show what being out of practice does. Okay? We're gonna sit down. I'm gonna breathe. So we stretched off the lower body pretty much, apart from the glutes. So we'll hit the glutes after this. Take 5 big breaths. In through your nose, let your chest expand, let your belly inflate. So inflate the belly, let the chest come up. Out through the nose again, 3 more breaths. Shut the eyes if you want. Two more breaths. Last one. If you're on your mat, get in this position, please. And then we're just going to hold here. Keep focusing on your breathing. Keep your eyes shut or open, whichever you prefer. Keep your toes flexed towards your shin. Keep your calves stretched. Keep the knees driving to the floor if you can. Keep the back nice and flat. So don't get lazy down here. Try and tilt the hips forward, push your chest up as if someone's pulling you up from the crown of your head to the ceiling. Be as tall and as active as you can. This is a tough position to hold. I'm going to hold it for 40 more seconds. Have your hands wherever. I'm feeling pretty restless. Maybe you can tell, maybe you can't.
keep holding this, I'm sure it's called staff pose. That's what Jen taught me. 10 seconds, keep the feet flexed, hamstrings are being stretched. 3, 2, 1, relax. Whoa, the feet. Bring your right foot over the left leg. And I find the closer you bring your heel towards, I guess, the back of your left leg, it's just, you can find a bit more of a stretch. So, right leg over the left foot is flexed. Get your arm and maybe place your elbow crease on your knee, and then pull your and then as you're keeping tall, just like we've done in that staff pose. So the setup, which you may have remembered I was referencing to a little bit more in the last videos, don't know, is key, I guess. In fact, setup is key, there's no I guessing. So in elbow crease on your knee, and then keep your chest tall, and then just rotate that upper body. Keep the finger, I like to go from my fingertips nice and close to your back, push up through the floor, keep that chest open. Actually, if I try and keep my arms straight, which supports this position more, it feels uncomfortable if I go really close to my back. So maybe edge a bit further away, keep that chest tall, feel your right glute stretch, and a nice rotational stretch of the spine. Gaze over that right shoulder if you can. We're going to hold this for 25 more seconds. So really tall, focus on your breathing. Big inhale. As you exhale, try and twist a little bit deeper. 15 seconds. 5, 4, last breath. Got a nice click then to finish off, that was cool. And then I'm going to open window. And then we're going to do the same the other side. Nice and tall. Go from your setup from the start, staff pose, feet flexed, legs straight, back nice and tall. Bring the right foot over to the left side. Bring your left foot over to the right side. Elbow crease on the leg, on the knee. Plant the hand wherever is comfortable. Keep the chest tall. We're going to hold this for a similar amount of time. That is one disadvantage, because I don't check my watch often enough when I just, or at the moment I'm just, I don't check my watch often enough because I don't. So that is a disadvantage of not doing a structured stretching session. However, at the moment in the position I'm at, I'd rather do a fun session than get stressed about making it progressive and certain time, certain time for different holds. Because I'm having fun. And after this, we've stretched the lower body pretty much, apart from the next exercise or stretch we're going to do. Keep holding. 20 seconds. Big inhale. As you exhale, twist the body a little bit more. Pull that knee towards your chest. That's definitely a different stretch on my glute. And relax. Stand up, please. Take a drink of water if you need. We're going to do the Wilkie Stride. I've asked you on many occasions during the live streams if we know that this is an exercise, and I'm not just making names up, but I haven't heard any feedback and I haven't seen anything since, so I'm going to claim it, if that's alright. So, feet nice and wide. It's a combo of an archer squat, so a brilliant hip opener and a tough exercise if you're not used to this movement. So it's a combination of archer squatting, opening of the hips, strengthening the quads and the glutes, and a bit of balance as you have to be on one leg for a little bit, and a stretch of the hamstring and a bit of the outside of the hips. And then finishing the fold, come back up, come around, straight into your next archer squat, come up, place the right foot behind, push the hips back, feel that stretch. I can feel it right up there. Okay, so I'm going to do one more demonstration in case you haven't seen it before, and that was an all over the place demonstration. So feet hit, very wide, pretty much, drop down into your archer squat, come back up, maybe press off that left foot. That definitely helps because that's a struggle to get up with just using that right leg. So maybe push off that left foot a bit, bringing it around so it's behind your front leg, and then push the hips back into that fold. Come back up, plant the foot, go straight down. And we're going to do 10 reps of each. Okay, so 20 in total, and then we're going to hold the fold on each side and then move on. So off we go. Drop down, push the hips back, hold the fold for a second, hold the fold, hold the phone. Who would have thought that phones would have been mentioned twice in a stretching routine? If you tuck your chin as well, that's a dangerous game when it comes to the pain. Rhymes. Push the hips back, fold, tuck the chin if you want. Whoa! That pulls up the back of my body like nothing else. That's 4. Tuck the chin. Whoa. Have your hands wherever you like. I like to keep them behind my head because there's a photo of David Goggins. If you don't know who David Goggins is, he's a ex-Navy SEAL. He's the boy you want to go to if you want to know about mindset. Running 100-mile ultra marathons on pretty much broken shins. Stuff like that. And there's a legendary photo of him doing lunges, and he's just got his, that's 6 I think, hands on his head like this. So whenever I'm doing plyometric lunges, archer squatting, I try and pretend I'm him, maybe. So as I'm just repping it out, this is getting easier compared to the first couple of movements. As I start getting used to the exercise, because this isn't just a stretch, this is a good mobility exercise for your hips. It's going to take strength from your abs. Try and keep your abs always embraced. From your quads, from your glutes. I will be honest with you, I said 20 because I picked that number out of nowhere, but I think we're on like 12 or something. I'm just going to do one more each. I feel like we've done enough of this exercise. I was going to say a teaching point for it right at the end, which has been silly for me. You just want to make sure when you go down on this next one we're going to hold, you don't come onto your toes, which I've seen many people do. Keep your knee joint safe with your whole foot pressing into the floor. Keep stable, drop down. And then this one we're going to hold, so plant the feet, make sure you got solid feet. And then push the hips back
and just hold this fold. Remember your breathing. And hold this for 20 more seconds. Let your arms hang. Maybe you need to hold onto your shin to support your body weight a little bit. Maybe you press into the floor. You got 10 more seconds. Keep holding it if you can. Remember, if it's painful at all, just come out of the stretch. But we do want to push to that uncomfortable point.
Drop down, keep the heel on the floor, back nice and straight. Legs are doing all the work for driving your body back up. Push the hips back and let yourself
Fold. Perfect. 40 seconds each way, I think. I'm sure. 20 minutes in, and I'm going to do a few more lower body stretches, and then we're going to maybe sit down and do some upper body stretching. "15 seconds. Keep holding it. Maybe don't lock out the legs. My left leg was locked out then and it was getting a bit weird. 3, 2, 1.
go wide again. Nice and wide, 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 wide. And then push the hips back and just fall into this wide-legged forward fold.
So we've done a lot of folding today. So we're hitting the hamstrings quite a bit, glutes as well. But folding is just nice and easy. And that's what I need to get myself into the position of doing, so that I have no excuse to just get up and stretch. Because it is essential. Stretching is essential. There's no, I will argue with anyone who says different.
Yep, I'm going to stick with that statement.
However, I've not been following it. That's just me being human. 3, 2, 1.
That's just me being human, doing more fun things than stretching. However, I've had a sick time so far, so I'm just gonna do. Maybe I'm gonna put this video on my screen and follow myself. Then I've got definitely no excuses. Come to seated. Last stretch of the hips. One of my favourite stretches, if not the favourite stretch of mine. Because again, you can kill so many birds with one stone. You can stretch your neck while stretching your hips. You can stretch your triceps and your lats. You can stretch your rhomboids. You can mobilize your wrists and look at the time, so I actually know how long I've held this stretch for. About 30 seconds, I'd say. I can drink water. I can sort out my paperwork what I was doing. I don't know. I could get very silly with the examples. I spotted my Hoover. I could Hoover like this. So why not just sit down? As soon as you get up, start lengthening off your muscles, because I don't know. I swear I've heard that they get tight overnight. I guess because you're staying in the same position, you're not moving. Keep holding. 25 more seconds. If you can, start bringing that foot around, Trying to get that knee closer to that knee. Trying to keep both your sitting bones on the floor. I was sat on my foot then. Five seconds, and then we're just going to switch. If you've done these classes before, you'll know that's the switch you want to do. If not, just stand up and switch your legs around so that your left leg is over your right leg. Sitting bones on the floor, feet on their sides. I've done it like this with my foot like planted on the floor as if I'm standing up. I just don't feel as good of a stretch. Maybe you will. The point I was maybe getting with that was move. Just because I'm sat like this, maybe you could add a twist. If you're gonna add a twist, twist to the side of your above knee, and that will deepen the stretch. And you get a bit of a rotational twist to the spine. Keep holding. We're gonna do 35 more seconds to make it 1 minute 30. Push your elbow into your knee. Just like we did with the glute stretch previous. 20 seconds. Remember your breathing. Ten seconds, couple more breaths, couple more, deepen into the stretch. That didn't make grammatical sense, I apologise. And stop there. Come out, maybe manoeuvre your leg out because I get cramp in that position if I come out too fast. Last stretch of the lower body, I think. But that's the thing, like I say I think because I can think of stretches right now I really want to do because I've got gassed up about it. I'm 25 minutes in, I'm like, why would I stop here on my lower body? So this is a position I want to be in with stretching, when I'm actually excited to do the next stretch. At the moment, whenever I wake up, I'm like, get me out of my room, get me straight onto my computer and forget about stretching. Yeah. But now, even if I wasn't filming this class, and I was 25 minutes in having fun like I am, I just wouldn't, and even if someone was playing Call of Duty in front of me, I wouldn't have any, I don't think I'd have any temptation to just sack this off and go and do that. I'm actually having fun. So this is my aim of today's session, 20 more seconds, was to have fun. I think I've succeeded so far. This is a great stretch to just relax into. Try not to push away from the floor. Just let your whole body relax. And switch. So, this may be enough of a stretch for you. I feel you can get a bit more of a stretch if you come down, so maybe come to your elbows or your hands, or just lie flat. Try and keep your heel close to your groin, back leg straight, and just relax. Big breaths, in through the nose, out through the nose as well. "35 more seconds. Really relax. "20 seconds. Three, 2, 1. Come out of there. I said that's the last stretch I think because I'm going to do 2 more stretches just on the quads. We've done a lot of the hamstrings, multiple stretches of the glutes. We've hit the calves a little bit, and the hips. We're just going to do some more quads, if that's alright with you guys. So, the first stretch we did for quads, nice and simple. As I said, you can do your video calls doing this stretch. If you're standing up, you can teach your classes doing this stretch. You can do your phone calls doing this stretch. I don't know, you can sit and wait for your food to cook in front of you if it's boiling, or watching the kettle boil, doing this stretch. A little bit of a harder quad stretch. We're going to do like a single leg deadlift. Okay, but when you get to this bottom position, plant the hands, keep the foot slightly bent, keep the leg slightly bent, and pull on that quad. And then if you'd like, take the hand off maybe. So this is my favourite quad stretch at the moment. Or, whoa, you can see I'm off balance there. I'm going to go reset for a second because my left leg is burning. Reset, come back down, push for it if you're doing the stretch, because this is tough. We're going to do 15 more seconds. Keep your balance, keep pulling on the foot, keep the left leg strong, glutes are firing up big time, hamstrings are engaged, right leg, right quad is stretching out. That was 15 extra seconds. And then the other foot. Blood pressure went a little bit there. Whoa. Okay, sit up, get yourself loose, get the right foot nice and solid with the floor, and then slight bend in the knee, push the hips back, bring the left leg out behind you. Maybe plant the hands if you're struggling with balance, and then, or go from this. You'll find that easier instead of getting down in there and trying to grab your foot. So stand in this standing quad stretch, feel the stretch of your quad, and then plant the hand if you'd like, or try and hold your balance. We're going to do it until 33 minutes. Keep your abs nice and tight. Try not to, open up at the hips and stack the hips. Try and keep hips squared to the floor. You'll find it a little bit harder, but your abs will be working a little bit more, keeping you nice and stable. Keep going, 20 seconds, 15 now pretty much. Keep the balance, keep pushing. This is a hard stretch, or it may not be hard for you, you might be breezing through it, but I'm certainly not, so bear with me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I lied again, because whilst I was doing that stretch, I remember we haven't stretched the hip flexors. Another very easy stretch to do. We're just going to lunge forward and drop the knee and just drop the hips down and into the floor. Lean back slightly. Whoa. All the sitting and standing. Not so much the standing. All the sitting I've been doing has definitely tightened up the front of my hip flexors, front of my legs. So, right ankle below the right knee, and then a nice backwards angle. So you don't want to be straight under like this. This ain't doing nothing. Get that nice backwards angle, stretching the front of the hip. Whoa. We're going to do a couple more seconds. And then push back. Swap. Okay, and I think, or I'm 99% sure that I'm satisfied with the lower body stretching. What time are we on? Keep holding that stretch. 42 minutes. About 8 of that was me blabbling on. We're going to hold this for 20 more seconds. Keep driving those hips down to the floor, backwards angle of the rear knee. Maybe support your body weight, lean back a bit. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Lower body done. Come to a seated position. Take a sip of your water, if you would like. Sit nice and tall. We're going to do those same big 5 breaths again. So close your eyes or keep them open. Relax your body but keep your back tall. No lazy posture. 5 breaths on your own. I'm going to shut up for 5 breaths, give you a break in my voice. Off you go. 5 breaths at your own rate. Cool. If you can see a fly going around, if you want to know a fun fact about my day, I caught a fly before and just, I caught a fly and just threw it because I really didn't expect to catch it. We're going to stretch the neck. Shoulders low, no hunching and all this. Already I've probably just pulled my neck, that was not good. Just to demonstrate a bad technique. Hunch up your shoulders, nice and tight. Really loose, drop them. We're going to do that 5 times, 4 more times. Hunch up, relax. Hunch up, relax, 2 more. Hunch up, relax. Last one. Nice and loose. Now we're going to stretch neck. Okay, shoulders or shoulder blades pinch back and down, and then pull, or just move your head to the right. And then don't just stay still, don't just hold, or maybe do. Hold it just in the same position for 20 seconds. Just let your head tilt to the right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then just make a little adjustment. Maybe move your gaze towards your shoulder. So that's moved from stretching around about here to maybe close to the back of my neck, okay? We're just going to end up doing like a circle and then finishing up to about 30 seconds on the right side, okay? So we're just going to go around in a circle. We've done the static, move to the right, then just move your gaze towards your shoulder. I can feel let's move the stretch to around about here. We're just going to hold that. Maybe start nodding your head to the floor. Again, that's starting to pull up near the top of my head. Well, not the top of my head, it's the pull is going further up my neck. And then just maybe now grab your head. Don't wrench it, just gently pull. Add a little bit of force to the movement. Stretch out a little bit deeper. And then come round to that forward position and just hold here for 30. let that chin tuck and just the weight of your hands just pull your neck down. Don't wrench it again. Just get your hands on your head, interlock them, and just let the weight of your hands and arms pull your neck. Three, two, one, and then start pulling it around to the other side. Now we're stretching this side of the neck, or the upper traps. Remember, we're just going nice and slow. Keep your back nice and tall. And then finish off in the same position, but on stretching the right side of your neck. There we go. And then just make whichever movement you want with your neck. Circles one way or go half and then the other way. Up to you. Just looking around left and right. Oh, right side of my spine is hot from me holding that position. So take a break if you need. We're going to do some chest openers, hands, just like we did. Pull your neck forward, but just look straight forward. Keep the shoulders low, and then just try and meet the elbows back together. Big breaths. Big breaths. In case you didn't hear that, I mumbled. Keep pulling those elbows. Maybe unlock your hands and just place fingertips on your head, and then just, yeah, you can, I don't know. Yeah, I can definitely get a bit further. Okay, so relax, shake it off. Forget interlocking, fingertips on your head, and just pull the elbows back. 3, 2, 1, and then interlock the hands, push away. So let the shoulder blades come around the body slightly. Push, 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 push. We're going to do this for 30 seconds, stretching the upper back. Keep that back nice and tall. Keep the neck loose. Keep pressing away. 15 seconds. Big breaths. Three, 2, 1. Ooh. Ooh. Shake it off. Shoulders, pinch them up, drop them down. Last one. Loosen the shoulders, shoulders roll down and back, pinch back together. Arm out, palm facing in front of you, and then bring that arm across the body, and then hold this position. 45 minutes in pretty much. So 45 minutes of stretching. we're just going to keep going until we've done the upper body. Ten seconds. Swap. Chest proud, shoulders down and back. Open up, elbow crease to the ceiling, open up at the chest, palm facing the wall, and bring. I nearly died then. Joke. I got very scared quickly because the battery ran out. I checked the videos to see that it hadn't just deleted the 55 minutes we've been doing. And it said that the most recent video was a 1 second video, but it's because I just accidentally clicked recording and it died again because it was only 0%. So I thought I just lost the whole last 55 minutes, but I haven't. And I'm a cool guy, so I got batteries. I got batteries for days. I got spare batteries, so we're just gonna carry on as if nothing happened. I'm sure, in fact I know, that the last stretch was the setup for this stretch. So we're going to do the setup again. Back nice and tall. Time started again. Shoulders pinch down and back. Chest proud. Bring the arm out. Elbow crease to the ceiling. Make sure we're not doing this. We don't want this. I don't know. It's definitely not stretching where I'm feeling that stretch. Right. Across the upper back. So, setup is key. Shoulders down and back. Elbow crease to the ceiling. Chest proud. Palm facing the wall and then bring it across. Nice straight arm. Stretching the rhomboids. 49 minutes into stretching. The other video was 55 minutes. So, I'm not going to keep you past your hour, but today's session has been mostly lower body. So, I guess at the end of this session, today's session was a lower body stretch, primarily. Hitting some of the neck, the upper back. And then we're going to do the chest. If you've got a chair, I prefer it with a chair. Get a chair. If not, you can just go on the ground. Just like we did with the rhomboid stretch then. I prefer it when my hand, I've got a bit more maneuverability compared to flat on or a lower surface. Higher surface, I prefer. Keep the chest proud and then just lean into it. Just lean in. That's stretching up my bicep kind of, I'm feeling it in my bicep, and definitely chesty. So we're going to hold this for 30 seconds because I want to get through a few more stretches just before the hour goes. So drop that, drop your body down, lean in, stretching up the chest. Keep your arm nice and straight. 3, 2, 1. Other arm. Three, 2, 1. Whoa. So hit the chest a few times there. I'm gonna try and keep killing two birds with one stone. Laying your back. We're gonna get a nice
stretch or stretching the spine while also stretching your glutes a bit more. Pull the knee up to your chest, so already that might be a tough stretch for you. But what we're going to do is bring that knee across the body. Whoa, glutes, 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 glutes. And then widen out your arms and gaze your left to the opposite way of your bent leg. So we're stretching the glutes here and getting a good twist of the spine. There you go for 15 more seconds. And then I'm gonna finish on that actually. I'm gonna finish on the holy grail, what I found out of all stretches. 3 birds with 1 stone. And then swap. Whoa. That probably did my back no good. I should have probably came out slower. Please don't do that and injure yourself. Keep that knee coming up closer to chest. I'm gonna completely go back to the start. Left knee up to your chest. Bring it across, so already stretching my glutes. The body, and then let it rest, I guess. I don't know, this feels harder this side. I'm gonna do 15 more seconds. So what we haven't stretched much is the lats and lats and maybe triceps. Okay. So, because I've only got a few more minutes, because I know you've all got time limits. You're going to need a chair again for the holy grail of exercises, but not yet. Legs wide. So we're going to stretch up the inside of the thigh again. Oh. But we're going to reach over and stretch the lats. Ooh. So the aim, I guess, is to maybe touch shins, your toes. Rest on your elbow like I am, makes it a little bit easier. Keep that chest open to the ceiling, starting from here again. Bend left, keep that chest, not the ceiling, the wall. And then just reach over. Big stretch up the right side of the body. Just support your body. And then try and reach towards the toes. I will have hit the 1 hour mark, so sorry. I'm going to keep stretching, just do a few more. If you go now, you won't find out the holy grail of stretches. Other side. Oh, I ain't stretched my lats in a very long time, people. That is not nice. It's my own fault though, for being silly and not stretching. I know it's good for me, and I know that my body's tightened up, because every position I've held today has been harder than it used to be. However, as long as I live another day, I can correct my stretching wrongdoings. So this will be maybe the 3rd day of regular stretching, third day of daily stretching, not like an hour like today, but maybe just 20 minutes. Like I said, I just spent 20 minutes, I didn't know what I was going to do. I just sat in the hip stretch, pigeon stretch. Quick. 30 seconds of the triceps each. And then we're sat down for the last exercise. Or stretch. And swap. Last couple of minutes.
10 seconds. There we go.
Okay, remove the mat, I guess. Sit down on your chair. You probably will need a chair for this one. Or, no you don't, you can just sit on the stairs. We're going to stretch the psoas, I'm sure it's pronounced, and a bit of your glutes to fill it in. Get your right knee over here. Then we're going to do eagle arms, shoulders low. Right elbow on top of your left elbow crease. Hands like that, back or interlocked. Up to you, you got 3 options there. I'm going to go back to back, just no, like that. That's nice, and I can press into my hands and hold this position. Okay, so already we're stretching the upper back. And then we're going to fold. Ooh. Tuck the chin. So, I don't know, I'm in quite a weird position, and I don't know, maybe you can't get into it, maybe you can, maybe you feel weird, I don't know. But we're stretching the glutes, psoas, upper back, and right, the multifidus, sounds wrong, but the muscles of the either side of the spine, so rectus spinae muscles, upper back, and lower body. The holy grail of all stretches. If I had my left foot against a wall, I don't even know if you can see that actually. I'd be stretching my calf as well. Okay. 59 minutes, we're gonna, right, okay. Hold this for 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, come out of it. 59 minutes and 30 seconds in, 11 o'clock dead on. We're going to do about 40 seconds on this last side. Just hold this, feel it start stretching up the left side of your bum. Left elbow on right elbow crease, interlock, press the hands together, lean in. Tuck the chin if you'd like. Keep pressing up through that right foot. 1 hour dead on, 20 more seconds, and then we're finished. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.